Darius Cooks jumps in on the chef Carmen and Tay drama that was circulating on social media the last couple of days. He put up a few posts, asked some questions, and then he made a statement. Right here, he's pretty much saying that he does not delight in her downfall, but he thinks that she needs to revamp herself completely in order to come back. He also believes, I guess, that she should have moved in silence when it came to the restaurant. I'm not going to hold you. I actually thought that when I first heard her announce it, but then I thought to myself, well, how do you move silent when it comes to promoting a restaurant that you plan on cooking in 2 days a week? So, what are your thoughts? Then he went live. Check out what he had to say and let me know if you agree. Let's go.
What is going on with Carmen? So first of all, let me tell you what you got to do. When you got haters, you got to move in silence. When you got haters, but you got to move in silence. You cannot move and let everybody know your move. You can't go to nobody else's stuff, go live in their stuff, and post their stuff on your own personal stuff. That's too much stuff being stuffed. You can't do that. It's too much. Like, you cannot do that. This girl made the announcement, and I get it, you know, super excited. She wanted to let everybody know she was doing well in life, you know, whatever the case may be. I believe, personally, it's a facade. I'm sorry. It's a facade. You cannot tell me, girl, the writing is just not on the wall, girl. It's on the floor, on the ceiling, in the sky when we close our eyes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be very honest. It's sad to see the decline over the years. That's what I think is so sad, because I knew where she once was in life. You know what I'm saying? Before Karina, before all the mess, right? She seemingly had a progressive, upwardly mobile business that was able to sustain her lifestyle. And at some point, she just decided that parading Tay around was important, and I guess that's it. She said you can't move in silence in her business. I saw that she said that. And yes, you can move in silence in her business. The reason you can move in silence is because it's not her business. You cannot be out on the front street telling everybody everything that's going on. When you have as many haters as I have and as many haters as she has, you have to be very careful. You just can't move in any kind of like really horrible way. And she's making missteps left and right, left and right, left and right. First of all, I'm gonna tell you what I said when I saw the video, okay? There was one video where she was making the announcement. And again, the only reason I see this stuff is because of the groups they post them in. I don't follow her. I only, girl, when they come up, it look good, interesting, girl, I hit play real fast and see what they're talking about. And it's usually curated. There's somebody who's giving like a voiceover. Like that Summer's Room girl and the blogger Shade Room or something, all that stuff be coming up. But anyway, so I seen the video, right? And she was in the kitchen with gloves on. She had a crossbody or a fanny pack around her waist. And the camera was up, right? Clearly, I don't know if she was there for a shift or if she was just stopping by to do inventory. I don't know. But she had a can of something. It's like some kind of like, food service spray or something like that, So she was spraying it on the things. I'm like, let's get it, let's get it. And I'm thinking to myself, you ever seen, this is what I said, you ever seen Sierra, like a picture of Sierra in the middle of her singing? It's just a still photo. And she got the veins popping out her neck, and she got the microphone, she got her eyes closed, and she really giving it to you. You go, girl, what Sierra song requires all of that? Girl, I'm thinking, right? What song does Sierra have that requires all that movement? It's not one. When I seen Carmen with that stuff spraying it, I said, girl, you ain't got not one recipe that requires that. Girl, not one. What is you doing, girl? You don't know how to cook. What is you doing in these people's kitchen like this, fucking up their stuff, girl? You know how much Pam costs? Girl, she about $4 now. She done went up. Are you over here spraying it on an empty flat top grill just for nothing? And the thing is, let me tell you, this one also, I also said this. I don't know why I'm starting talking about Carmen, child. I also said this. At one point, I said, she could reverse. She could reverse. Like I said, at one point, she could like reverse. This is the same shit I said about Miss Netta and Charles, right? That while you still have eyes on you, you could capitalize on that. The problem is you'd have to do a complete 180 from what people have known you for or as, right? So Carmen still has enough supporters that if she switched tomorrow and she was professional in her display, she was cunning in her approach, she was articulate and communicative in everything that she was doing, right? If she displayed, and I'm talking about she made you something that was like, girl, crab stuffed this, herby beurre blanc with some sort of fried garnish on top and some sort of oil around, you know, if she really gave it to you, you know, on some sort of risotto or farro salad or something, if she really gave it to you, right? You'd be like, okay, wow, that's that. I mean, it would be unexpected, right? But you go, oh my gosh, wow. And then you'd be interested potentially, and it could be very much subconsciously, but you could be, you know, sort of encouraged to watch the next one. So she could build on that momentum, right? But she would need to have a completely different display. And the issue is that she basically flops in the kitchen. Not only does she flop in the kitchen, she flops on social stuff, like social media stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like she needs media training to look at her and watch her. She can't get her words out properly. Her sentences are all over the place. You know, she's not clear and concise. She comes across disheveled and, you know, downtrodden, very much damsel in distress. A lot of that she would need to completely curtail, completely change, and it needs to happen immediately, right? If she were able to do that, then no doubt people would go, okay, maybe, right? And then she sort of grows upon that. The problem is, this is where the problem comes in. Girl, like Anita Baker said, honey, she's given us the best that she's got. There's nothing else left, right? So she literally has reached the pinnacle of where her skill level, her talent level will take her, right? Unfortunately, like musicians are known for the music they produce. Singers are known for their hit songs. Content creators, social media creators, you know, chefs, people who cook are known for, you know, their dishes. And when you think about Carmen, you go, what's one thing Carmen's made that was creative and outstanding and made you want to go right behind her and cook it, right? I think that's the point I'm getting at. Like, there is none of that. None of that exists. And so how do you plan on coming back around if none of that exists? And that narrative that people are jealous of you is tired. It's pedestrian, completely low rent. So she could, but her display, if she humbly came and asked you for help, you think, no. I think she's beyond help at this point. Like, she's beyond help. You can't help Carmen anymore. Maybe if she separated herself from certain people, she could be helped. It's over. She can't. Because think about this. Can we just be honest here? Can we just talk? She would need to admit, in order to gain the trust back, it's never too late for Carmen. Girl, it's too late. It's too late. In order for Carmen to come back around, she would also need to admit, because she has to gain your trust again, right? Which means that she has to admit to wrongdoing. Now, you and I both know that we could be as arrogant as we want to be. But if we are ever going to seek true healing, if we're ever going to seek true growth, if we're ever going to apply true wisdom, you and I both know admitting you're wrong is step number one. You can't move faster than that. Step number one is I need to admit everything before this moment was not good.